What's a wedding or celebration without music? Think of music as the heart and soul of a reception. Your guests want to dance. You want to dance because it's your wedding day. But like everything attached to weddings, getting a DJ can be expensive. We have the veteran DJ Jimmy Jatt discussing weddings, DJs, and prices. Don't go anywhere.
My name is Fatima Abagana and I'm a businesswoman. Would I prefer a DJ or a live band? I think I'll go with a live band.
The guests that are at the wedding, they're not just there to watch the couples wedded, but they need the form of entertainment to make them happy. They actually come for a show because not all guests come for food or just to see the couples, but to entertain themselves as well.
I'll be willing to pay the DJ maybe 2 million naira.
200, 500. I mean, the DJ is just one day. Why do I have to spend more than that for that day? So like after that day, we'll all go to heaven. So
it's all about celebration. So celebration without proper music is not really that. It's not really celebration. Apart from the jollof rice of wedding, I think music is the next thing. Good music.
DJ any day, all day, every day. I love to dance. DJ.
I feel like because of the new ways weddings are being planned, so it's shifting away from the old school method whereby they just get a live band to play some old school songs, but now we're into more of like the whiskey, the Davido, and it's like those guys are like quite expensive to bring to your weddings. So the best thing is just to get one guy that will play their songs at your weddings. So that's why I just think DJs are really important.
How much do I think is too much to spend on a DJ? Over 1 million. I don't know, it's music, I can play it on my phone.
Why is it important to have a DJ at a wedding? It's very important. I mean, first of all, what's a wedding? It's a celebration, and if you're celebrating, you need music, and if you need music, you need a DJ. Some people might argue that you can get music in other ways other than having a DJ, but a DJ knows how to put it all together. Knows how to read the mood, knows how to carry everybody along, from the little bride to the bridegroom, to the bride, to the mother of the bride, to the aunties, all age inclusive. I mean, all ages inclusive, so I think a DJ is always very crucial. I mean, if not the most crucial part of a wedding, as far as I'm concerned, because after the food and drink, people just want to, celebrate, and they need to get up and dance.
My name is Bolusokwe Ogboe, and I'm a transaction advisor and a food entrepreneur. If I was getting married tomorrow, a DJ or a live band, probably a live band, because I like that they can go in between different genres. So they can play old school, what's going on right now, and they can throw it down to Sunny Ade and Lagbaja. So yeah, definitely a live band.
How much is too much to spend on a DJ? I honestly don't know how much like a DJ would cost. I don't know how much is so expensive and how much is normal. So I'm not sure I can answer that question. Personally, I think it depends on the worth I attach to the DJ. If I think the DJ is like all that, I will not mind paying like anything he's going to be charging. So I think it depends on the worth I'm attaching to the DJ, basically.
I have friends that are DJs, so no amount is too much. As long as they're not asking for how much you used to set up the wedding, then no amount is too much.
I think 750,000 is too much because it's one day, it's for a few hours even.
I don't even think it's okay to spend so much money for weddings. You should spend money for the marriage, not the wedding. So, because the marriage is what matters, you're going to share your lives together. So that's what you should invest in, and not the wedding. The wedding is just a momentary thing. It's a passing phase. And it's whimsical. To me, that's why I feel. And so, if you must spend money, spend it on something that is more important.
Why do I think DJs are now very expensive? I don't think the DJs are expensive. I think everything in the country generally needs reassessment and readjustment every now and then. I mean, I was DJing for as low as 20-25,000 naira, you know, for weddings in the past, you know, when the value of the currency was good. But I DJ 6 sometimes now for weddings because of the value of the money, you know. So I wouldn't say the DJs are expensive. I think things just generally are expensive in Nigeria as it is right now, and that affects even the DJs, you know. So I mean, it's not the DJs that are expensive. You want to look at it, sometimes, I mean, you have an artist who is going to come in as a guest performance during a wedding, and he's probably going to do 3-4 songs, and he's going on with 10 times the amount the DJ is charging. So how do we, you know, equate that?
My name is Ifoma, and I'm a fashion and lifestyle blogger. Because I'm kind of in the industry too, I wouldn't say a particular price is too much, because if you're going to go for somebody, you know what the person can deliver. So if they say a certain price, if you can't work with it, then move on, find your budget. So I don't think any price is too much or too small. It all depends on what you want and what you want to achieve at your wedding.
No amount is too much, because you know what they're going to give to you. First of all, they stand all through. They get to rack their brain to get to music that will suit your style. They get to look for music that will follow up, that queue up other music as they're finishing, some other music are coming in. So no amount is too much. You can pay a DJ as much as 6 million, 5 million, 10 million, 8 million. So
how much do I think is too much to spend on a DJ at a wedding reception? Never too much, really. As long as the quality is good, that's all that matters. It's all about quality, not quantity.
Okay, when picking a DJ, I think I'd go with recommendations, because definitely DJs play at several events. So if I know people that have similar taste of music as I do, I would ask them, oh, did this DJ work at your events? Have you ever used this DJ before? What do you think? So I can hire a DJ based on all those.
Definitely the kind of music he plays, of course, and obviously his reputation, and of course maybe his price range as well. Yeah, basically.
So I think Nigerians have really warmed up to having DJs at the wedding. Yes, I'll say that. I'm one of the major players in that area, because I remember, I mean, a lot of times in the past, you know, the few people that have booked me, not booked me, that have told that, look, I can actually DJ your wedding, they're always skeptical. So what they normally would do is try and play safe in their mind, and they engage you as a DJ, but they still have a live band, you know, just in case, as in their mind. But we get there, and then they realize that the DJ turn up is, you know, off the hook, you know, and you end up doing most of it. And then from there, you get, especially mothers, they're always skeptical when their daughters or sons tells them, I'm having a DJ for my, but then most times I've DJed wedding and realize that most parents especially will come up to me and say, my second daughter, in fact, my friend's son, my whatever, you know, the turn up is just always, the energy is always great, and that's what people want at the wedding. So I think we've been able to, some of us actually really got people into that. I've been able to convince loads of people that, look, if you're having a wedding, a DJ is crucial to it, and I think people have warmed up to that. So, I mean, it's an essential part of a wedding right now.
I think it's absurd to secure a DJ for up to 500k. For what now? Yeah, it's expensive, but you go to different parties every time. So I think 500,000 is too much.
You should be able to go for a DJ based on his pedigree. Yeah, based on what he's got to offer. And then based on his track record, what has people offered him prior to this time, and so on and so forth. So I don't think it has to do with a certain clause. It has to do with the worth of the DJ.
I feel like DJ are artists too, and if you believe in their craft, and they are really good, I think you can pay as much as you can.
DJs that go to events, especially weddings, not being prepared, I mean, that's the biggest mistake you can make. Because a lot of times, I mean, you can get away with playing in a club, you know, just getting there and doing whatever. You can get away with going to an usual party without preparation, but a wedding you have to prepare. In actual fact, you have to have that conversation with the bride and groom, most especially the bride. You know, you have to have that, you know, understanding between you and the MC especially as well. And if there's a live band, you have to have that understanding. And then you need to understand, you know, a lot of things comes into play. So you want to know where the bride is from, where the groom is from. You know, you have to, there's some basic things that will help you and guide you into preparing for a wedding. So if you don't get those information and you don't prepare, you might end up, you know, I've been to, you know, weddings where the DJ is just playing all the wrong songs. Although people might just be dancing and you think you're doing a great job, but you're playing the wrong song, because you need to understand that this is a family gathering and some songs might be big hits elsewhere, but they don't suit that environment because they're young people in terms of, you know, the little bride and all those kids there, you know, so sometimes what you do needs to be, you know, well thought out, you know. So I always prepare. I always try to communicate with the bride, understand what kind of person the bride especially is, and then extend that to the groom as well. And it helps me to prepare. So I'm always preparing for weddings, you know, and you can't be one-sided. When you go for weddings, you need to understand that the parents are there and they're there with their friends and they need to have a great time. The bride and grooms, they're there with their friends and they need to have a great time. You know, so the music needs to be balanced, you know, so you have to prepare to be able to deliver on that level.
How much I think it's too much to spend on a DJ? 2 million. Like, why? Because no, it's 1.5, you know, you should get the place jumping, you know, but with 2 million, I feel like it's going a bit overboard. You're still giving food now, small chops will kick in, so that should add to something.
Without music, what would you be doing at a wedding? How would you dance? You know, they are very, very important. For me, for a wedding, it's food, drinks, music, and the people.
Over 1 million is definitely too much because I have other expenses. I have my dress, I have the cake, I have bridesmaids' dresses, makeup, and those are priority to me.
I wouldn't pay more than 1 million for a DJ because he's only working for 6 hours. How much is 1 hour of his time worth?
Charges, for me, they're fixed, but they're not fixed. You know, from way back, I realized that, you know, I needed to start charging wedding based on time. So I charge hourly for weddings, especially. Because before, some people know that their reception, which is where they need the DJ, might not get started till about 2. And they tell you, we're not going to church, or the church is 9 a.m. By 10 we'll be done. You need to be at the reception starts at 11. And the reception ends up not starting till 4. So they're keeping you there for hours on end, doing nothing. So I started charging hourly, and people became more honest, to be honest with you. So, I mean, if I tell you I'm charging X amount hourly, you know, you want to calculate and say, you know, no, it's not going to be more than 4 hours, more than 5 hours, so that your fee might come down. You know, you wouldn't tell me, you know, come set up as early as 9 a.m. for something that's not going to start until about 4 or 5 p.m. You know, so my charges vary, but I charge hourly. That's all I can tell you. And I'm very, very sensitive to weddings, especially because I know that no matter how rich you are, no matter how much you've saved up for wedding is really expensive anyway. So you must be, the groom especially, you must be spending a lot of money. So I pretty much try and understand that and not charge what I would charge for a concert for wedding, for instance. So I'm very considerate, you know, but like I said, I charge hourly, and it differs from location to location.
So why do I think DJs are so important at weddings? Because they help you set the tone, set the mood. And as a movie critic, I also believe, you know, as far as soundtracks for movies are concerned, it's necessary to have the right one so that they can actually, you know, go ahead and amplify the feeling for the movie. Same thing with weddings. If the food is bad, or maybe you have rude guests or whatever, the music can actually help to distract you from all the crap. You know, it's necessary to set the mood. So yeah, that's why.
First of all, me, I love music. So if there's no DJ at my wedding, the wedding is dead. What are people going to do? They need to dance. They need to feel the vibe. They need to get into like that wedding mood. So DJs are very important. Music is important.
A DJ is important because it depends on a whole lot of things that happened before you guys got married, you know.
might recreate mood. There might be songs for different that represents different things and makes you remember different things. You know, create memories and stuff. So the DJ will definitely be able to bring that out. You know, the first dance, everything. And these days, wedding is a party. So of course, the wedding party. So the DJ has to be there.
No, do I allow clients to choose songs? No, they don't choose songs for me, but you could add your own playlist to my playlist. Oh, I would love this song, I love this song. Or most especially, these are the songs that we want to come in with. This is the song we want for the first dance. This is the song we want during the cutting of a cake. This is the song when the dad and the bride's dancing. Or this song when I'm dancing with my mom according to the groom. You understand what I'm saying? All that can be discussed and be infused. And then in the course of the party, please, I really love these songs. You could give me a list of that, and I infuse it in my own playlist. But I've seen people wanting to give you play a complete list of songs, and that you must not go out of that list. That, I think, is lack of respect for professionalism. You know, I'm a professional DJ. I know how to move the crowd. You can't tell me you've gone around all your guests and they've drawn a list of what they want to hear. And that's selfish. If you do that, you're only forcing your preference on your guests, and I think that's not why you invited them. So you invited them to come have a great time with you. So let's take care of that. If a couple gives me a do not playlist, I respect that. First of all, you don't want to offend bride and groom on their big day. So if this song makes them feel somehow, if it doesn't make them feel good, if they don't like it, even if it's the biggest song around at that time, I'm going to respect that and not touch it. You know, because you don't want to ruin the last thing you want to do at a wedding is be that guy that the bride and groom will talk about negatively during the course of their marriage. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that. I mean, if you tell me for this reason we don't want to hear this song, you know, you don't even have to give me the reason. We don't like this song. We don't want to hear it at all. I will take them out. And how many songs can it be? I mean, my playlist is endless, you know, so I can always make up for, you know, a few songs taken out. But you have to respect.
Yeah, my name is Yoki Gila, and I'm a rapper, actor, businessman. Why do I think DJs are important at weddings? At the life of the party, man. I mean, weddings are supposed to be like the in thing right now, and so I mean, if your DJ is not good enough, then it means your party is gone, you know. So you need to get good music while everybody's eating and dancing and all of that. They need to have like a good collection of music, and then you have to even go according to the crowd. So getting a good DJ is very, very, very important.
I think DJs are important at weddings because they're the ones that kind of like set the tone in terms of emotions and how people feel, alongside the bride and groom, obviously.
I think the importance of a DJ at a wedding can never be overestimated or underestimated because, I mean, music is a very huge part of any wedding, and the DJ, you know, depending on how good the DJ is, brings that vibe to the wedding.
What are the things one should consider before getting a DJ? What kind of event are you having? In this case, I think we're talking about the wedding. If we're talking about wedding, you need a DJ that understands every generation and every age bracket. Somebody that if he gets there and mom, dad, and their friends really want to, you know, party, he can handle it. If he gets there, bride and groom and their friends want to party, he can handle it. One that can take the kids along with it if the little brides are joining in the fun, you know. So somebody that is an all-rounder, not a rave of a moment, not a guy that, you know, is popping in the best club because probably he knows about the club music, but he doesn't know, you know, how to, you know, throw it back a bit or bring it forward slightly, you know. So I think that counts. And a DJ that has a good personality and good human relations, because some guests will still, I mean, floor is filled up, some guests will still come and say, why don't you play one off song that is off, that doesn't even, you know, so they're gonna come with all that. How you handle it, how pleasant you can be with people when they're even nasty. you know, someone like that, so that you don't have a situation where two people are screaming at each other at your wedding, you know. So just, you know, I think that all that matters, and maturity and experience counts. Yeah. How do I motivate a shy crowd? First of all, I'm always open. If you have a great MC, it helps. Secondly, if you have your own, you know, understanding of, and that's where experience comes in as well. You know, I pretty much feel like I know how to get people on their feet. I know how to do that a lot, you know. So I'm going to look and say, okay, I know these kind of people, and this is what I'm going to try this, and most times I get it right. My name is Jimmy Jatt.
So, what's your taste? Your budget? How long would you like your DJ to stay? There are many factors to consider when hiring a DJ. Whatever you do, be sure to get you someone that allows you to display that killer move on your special day. Till next time, it's still Wedding on a Budget.